Hello everybody, hope you're all keeping well. I'm going to talk about filters and servicing. Now I've done this subject before quite a few times. It is one of my little pet hates really. However, it's about having the car serviced properly. Sadly, most customers don't understand exactly what goes into servicing and what's required and what isn't required at what intervals, and it can be confusing. Not it is, but it can sometimes be confusing. And one of the biggest things that I have is, I'm not trying to slate all the main dealers, but this is quite often this has happened with main dealers. So I've got some filters here in front of me, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's happened with these cars. The first one is an Audi which has got a full Audi service history all the way through. It's 2018. All has gone back to Audi for servicing. So I've just bought the car off a good friend of mine and he's got all the paperwork, and I did actually say to him I wouldn't be surprised if the air filter and the pollen filter have not been replaced over the years. He says no, it can't be, it's always been serviced by Audi. I said get all the paperwork and we'll go through it. Anyway, went through the paperwork, no mention anywhere of air filter or pollen filter on a 2018 car. Now we're in 2024. Sure to goodness that should have been replaced. Anyway, the car was serviced literally, I think it's January, February of this year, so only a few months ago. And of course, curiosity always gets the better of me. So that's one of the filters there, as you can see, absolutely filthy. Worse still, just look at that one. The evidence speaks for itself. So there we have it. So it really is, what do they actually do on a service? Sure to goodness the manufacturers would be saying regardless of mileage, every 2 years that needs to be changed, or that needs to be changed, or every 3 years, whatever. But it just seems, especially with main dealers, these filters don't get changed, and I can't understand why. Because number one, it should be part of the service. There we go. Second one is a Ford that we've just had in the workshop. It's a 2020 Ford, so 4 years old. The customer bought it from a Ford dealer, approved Ford. And again, some of these are grey filters, but I promise you the new one that we've replaced is white. But on this one there is also mould. If the camera picks that up, that's actually mould across there. Yes, I shall be cleaning my hands very carefully after. But that's mould. That's the pollen filter, so that's what you're breathing in. And again, that's the air filter. Absolutely filthy, dirty. So again, full Ford service history. Customers bought that as an approved Ford car. I'm guessing they've probably just checked the lights levels and moved it on. I have no idea. But that is terrible really, in my opinion, for cars which have been serviced all the way through by the manufacturers. So, as I always say, it depends on what the service is. But if you've got a car and you want to keep it maintained properly, have your service properly, of course all these things do affect performance with the air filter, the pollen filters, of course the air conditioning, if it works properly or not, and of course breathing in germs. So again, this customer's actually booked back in again to have his air conditioning re-gassed and antibacterial to go through the system. So there we go, one of our little pet hates, as I keep saying, about some of the main dealer service histories and what they actually do. Hope it's useful, see you next time.